Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Bonezone Ugly Christmas Sweater Pack, which is being made by the Bonezone Discord server, which is pretty cool as quite a large number of different members of the modding community have come together to create this, well, pack of ugly Christmas sweaters, and I love it, as you simply get a huge variety of different ones to choose from. It's not just one or two sweaters, no, in fact, it's 35 different ugly Christmas sweater options, and that is pretty darn awesome. And it runs the full gamut of things from, well, a simple Christmas tree to, I think, my second favorite of the sweaters, Shocked Pikachu Face, to even weird stuff like Hail Satan here, or a variety of memes. In fact, a lot of the sweaters in here are different memes, but hey, good times, good times. So yeah, you've got a lot of different options for what you would like your particular character to don this holiday season. It is pretty wonderful. So let's take a look at what we do get, and even though, as I did mention, we have 35 in total, in reality, that's mostly the texture options. We do, though, have 3 actual sweaters for you to obtain. The first is sort of the bog standard default Christmas sweater, the Bonezone sweater, which is incredibly cheaty with a damage resistance of 34,463 with a mere weight of 8. So yes, these are definitely sort of cheaty things to wear, but hey, it's Christmas. Do you? The next sweater that we do have is the Monkey's Bonezone sweater, which once again does have the insane 34,463 damage resistance for a weight of 8. But what separates this one is the texture here glows. The red lines of that Hail Satan actually do glow in the dark, which you can see here, and they don't just glow, they pulsate, and it's wonderfully evil. I really do like it. And then finally, we have the Monkey's second Bonezone sweater, which once more has a damage resist of 34,463 with a weight of 8. And again, this one does also have those glowing, pulsating textures to it, for, of course, the Christmas tree here having the star on the top and the Christmas ornaments around it, all glowing quite nicely, which is pretty awesome. I do love that, and that is why we do have 3 base sweaters. These 2 here, because of the glowing nature of their textures, cannot be changed. Once you get this one or that one, you are stuck with this one or that one, and that's it. This, on the other hand, the bog standard Bonezone sweater, this one is what you can change between 33 different texture options. And again, you really do run the whole gamut of things here, so you can really find a texture that suits you. Once more, it's mostly meme-based, but hey, that's what things tend to be these days, and it is pretty awesome. Now, as for how you get your hands on these glorious sweaters, it's rather quite simple. You just need to go to any chemistry station in the world, and we have a new Bonezone category where you can build all 3 of these sweaters for absolutely 0 requirements. Now, normally, I wouldn't like that. I like having requirements for things, but because this one is so freaking cheaty, with just that massive damage resistance making you nigh unstoppable, I really don't mind this time, because hey, it's just a weird, cheaty Christmas sweater for you to mess around in. It's pretty cool. So, and also, I do like the descriptions up here, though. We got a sweater that makes you an ideal mate for a Deathclaw. Same thing on the second Bonezone sweater. The last one, though, same deal, but also has flashing lights, which really should also be on this description, but apparently only the satanic one got the flashing light part in there. So one, well, minor little complaint. Now, as for the modifications, well, it's the texture options, because again, this is already a very, very cheaty set of clothing. There are no other modifications like ballistic weave or pocketed or anything like that, because once more, 34,000 freaking damage resistance. So the only thing we do have here is the different texture options, but we got a lot of them. Again, 33, starting with bees. Then we have Better with Friends, Bling Bling, Bob Ross, CBBE, Chicken Nuggies, Death Grip, Default, which is the standard white one, Depression, Error, Fill Layers, Get It Done, Grips, HD Courser, Konata, Laying the Presents, Manly Snow Camo, which is not snow camo, it is in fact a load of guy anime faces. It's weird. Then Melodrama, Moo, Not My Brand, Oh Dear, It's a Deer, Orgasming Anime Girls, which is really strange, Pufferfish, Ricardo, RuneScape Sweater, The Shocked Pikachu Face, which clearly is shocking, Snakes on a Christmas Tree, The Bold and the Brash, my personal favorite, the official Bonezone one, which I think is amusing. Then we have the Commonwealth Spartan, the real Commonwealth Spartan, and finally, Yell, cat not included. And yes, it is quite the list. Again, 33 different texture options for you to enjoy. And they are pretty fun. Some being, yes, quite Christmassy. Others, again, being, yes, very memey. There is Yell. And again, I think my personal favorite one being just the standard Bonezone. I visited the Bonezone and all I got was this sweater with on the back being, I've got a bone to pick with you, winky face. It's just amusing. My one complaint that I do have with this pack is, and it's quite minor, frankly. Well, actually, second complaint, there was the weird thing with the descriptions in the chemistry station there. And, well, that's the clipping on the Pip-Boy. Unfortunately, it's the Pip-Boy that almost always clips through almost any item of clothing. But yeah, that's really honestly the only major glaring issue of how poorly it does blend with the Pip-Boy. But other than that, I mean, it's a fun set of sweaters. Now, you may notice there is some clipping issues on the mannequins, but I have not seen those on my character thus far. Actually, now that I'm looking, there is a slight clipping issue on my neck, which is a little strange. But all in all, though, it's not something you're ever going to notice when you're playing the game. You're mostly going to be in third person here, which, I mean, well, either third person or first person, and you don't really notice those minor issues. But what is wonderful is just all of the freaking options. They are great. We've got weird dabbing skeletons to, again, the shocked Pikachu face, which I really do like that one, to Bob Ross. It's just a great set of things. So if you'd like to check this out for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed and that you do come back for the next, when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.